This is Genealogy today for Grandma Terri, and we're going to start with the introduction.
Okay, my full name is Terri Ann Wolz Robison. I was born in a maternity home in Rigby, Idaho. It was called the Rigby Maternity Home, I think. My parents' names are Gerald Colum Wolz and Ladine Lewis Wolz. I was the firstborn in the family. My birthday's on June 24th, 1954. And I was the firstborn to my mom and dad, and the firstborn to both of the firstborn grandchild to both of my grandparents. So until my sister Danette came along, and even after, I got a lot of attention from my grandparents and my mom and dad. I remember my grandpa saying how smart I was. And I think that's because I was the only little kid they knew. And like all grandparents do, they think that theirs is the brightest, most wonderful. So it was wonderful to be born into a family that was awaiting your arrival, and we're so happy that you were there. I have 3 siblings, Danette Wolz Miller, and Darren Lewis Wolz, and Rebecca Wolz Radford. We lived in Rigby, Idaho, in a little it was 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom upstairs. And it wasn't until I was in junior high, almost high school, before my dad did the basement. He finished it for us. And I had a bedroom downstairs. Actually, he made 1 bedroom downstairs, and then later on he put a bathroom in and another bedroom. So it was a small home, but we lived on Ramona, and there were lots of children on the street. All the families were about the same age as my mom and dad, and they all had 4 or 5 kids. And so every morning I got up and I couldn't wait to run outside and see who was there to play so that we could figure out what to do. We had a gang of kids to play with, which I loved. Sometimes we'd go to neighbor's house and we would sing songs. Mrs. What's her name? Oh man, I'm sorry. I can see her house. I can see where she lives. Olson would play the piano, and we'd go over there and she'd sing songs. Another lady taught us how to do hula dancing. And I had a neighbor next to me that was blind. She was the same age as me. She was blind from birth. And she would go to school in Gooding, Idaho. So when we got ready to go back to school, she got ready to go back to Gooding. But in the summer, she would play with us, and we would help her around. Let's see.
Do you feel like that's a good intro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you?
Yeah.